like the rhythm of the sun. Well, I was wide awake until the dawn upon her face, and the echoes of our song as it hummed along. So stay with me, you are my missing pieces. Oh, you are my missing pieces. You are my missing pieces. So won't you stay with me?
Good morning.
Morning.
Guys, I got my Hawaiian shirt on. I got my ukulele.
Oh, I like
I'm ready
it.
for winter to be over.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
absolutely.
Not
Oh, we're
that you
missing.
know that, Richard.
Yeah,
And-
no, it's like 80 degrees today, little shade, cool breeze. It's actually quite nice. So I don't know what your issue is, but if
Yeah,
you haven't
same
noticed-
here.
yeah, you're in South Carolina right now, I think.
Oh,
It's
you
just-
guys stink.
you can move south anytime you want, my friend. We'll always welcome you. Good morning, everyone. Brigitte is here in the middle. I realized we didn't make a little title for our guest. That's something.
Yeah, I felt very ignored.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
Today, well, first of all, she is here because it is Army Day. And
Army
our
Day.
resident Army expert, or at least relative to us, which isn't a
I
very
was going
high
to say, take
threshold.
away that title right now.
Yes.
Yes, there's the level of information, knowledge someone has to have in the lore and the deep dive behind each of these 7 fabulous people is just endless, as we've come to discover. So
Absolutely.
we reacted to, we're not reacted to, we're going to react to. We went to J-Hope
Not all of us.
on the stage.
Not
I
all
do-
of us.
Oh, were you not there?
You weren't there? Oh, sorry.
I thought
You
something
didn't
was
notice.
missing.
It was the height.
It was
Yes.
nice.
Yes.
We were missing height.
Yes. We had
That's
so
true.
much fun. And so what we're going to do today is we have clips of all of the songs from the entire concert with a couple full-length ones. J-Hope dropped a brand new song unannounced the day before we saw our show, because we went to this,
That's
it was
awesome.
the second night in New York City. So we're going to watch that whole thing plus another one. And we got just a couple little clips before and after to give a kind of a mini travel adventure vlog. We'll talk you through
Yeah.
our little adventure. So we're very excited to show you all of that. So before we jump in,
Yes, please hit like and subscribe and ring that bell so you always know what we're up to on this zany channel of ours.
oh, and we just missed a coffee. I just turned the coffee button on.
Yeah,
Sandra
Sandra.
Mirza bought a coffee. So looking forward to the show this morning. Thank you for being here. We greatly appreciate that.
Multiplying. Okay.
Good song. And if you're also interested in purchasing a coffee, help support this page and reactions just like this, please click on the description. There's a link right there for Buy Me Coffee. You can become a member, help support the page, and also get exclusive access to our Sunday shorts along with our Thronely only events, one of which is coming up this weekend. So now's a great time to join. All right. So let me bring in...
Sorry, I'm seeing a comment from Marike Sanistam. You're saying good morning. Is that how you say it? Because that's how we say good morning in Low German. Is that Dutch? Sorry.
Is it?
For half a second, I thought Brigitte was asking us a question regarding language.
No. I'm totally asking Marike.
And I'm just
or
like,
however you say your name in the chat.
Go ahead, Morgan.
Brigitte knows German, Spanish, and English fluently and learning
That's awesome.
Korean, correct?
Are you really?
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
been
know
on
that.
pause with I did for a while and then it's on pause. I just can't get to it with school. Once I finish that in 5 months, like I
Almost
think the
there.
first thing I'll do is book another lesson.
Almost
Richard, are you
there.
gonna give her the same school speech that you gave me back in the day?
The one that I should drop out of
Oh,
already?
I've told her that many times.
Oh,
there's more important things to do. Bunny Bear, it was great to bump into you as well. We met so many wonderful people. We only have a couple pictures in what we're about to show you. But so many people, like in passing, so our hands were full and you're in line. And as Johnny, you're about to see how many people were there. You didn't risk going out of line to get a photo or saying hello to somebody because it'll add another hour to your day just to get in.
Exactly.
It's crazy. Yeah. But so many people were, yelling out the Throga, Richard, things like that. So it was so much fun. So thank you, everybody, for that, for showing that love in the moment. We had so much fun, which we're about to get into. So let me hit play. I'll pause as we go. This, of course, is 2 of the 3 fabulous musketeers here. This is we were at the Resident Inn in Manhattan. You were there a couple days before me, so I joined up. And this is the first time we saw each other in person since 2018? 2019. No, 2018.
No.
Yes.
2019.
No.
Listen, I flew in straight from my sister's wedding. I left early. I know it.
Anyway, it felt like longer, and it was lovely to meet you again. So that was that was
so
super
good
cool.
seeing you again.
And then after, so we caught up real quick, and then we met John Reeves, who was there to see the show the day before.
He's a good man, that
Brooklyn.
John Reeves.
He was so great. So we got a little hello there, and we went to lunch.
Yeah.
We are at Five Senses in Koreatown, K-Town. What did you order?
Beef bulgogi.
What do you have?
Mine's a beef japchae. So yeah, and
Japchae.
beef japchae.
Okay.
You can. Oh, and we went here because the owners are called John and Richard. So we're selling
It all works out. And
Naturally.
I have bim.
bibimbap.
That's what I said.
It was
Close
totally
enough.
accurate. And then we had some weird yogurt dessert. And just a lovely photo of you two having fun. And then John and I went and we walked to, I think you had a meeting, so we went and walked to Times Square and found this. Is it a K-pop store? What is a K-pop square? It was just loaded with. Is this all just Korean-based merchandise? Not just obviously BTS specific, right?
No, I don't know if it's Korean specific. I know Line Friends is like the brand. I could be totally wrong here. I should have looked up which brand is what. But anyways, so what they do is they all have their little Line Friends, not persona, but a little like Jungkook is a little bunny, and
They're like like emojis almost, right?
not emojis.
Not emojis, but they're like little characters.
They're little
Yeah.
characters. There we go. Yeah. So and then Arms is a little blue koala who's called Koya.
That's
Stuff like
what
that.
I said. It was accurate. I don't know what you're suggesting, latte lover.
Bibimbap. I like that.
So anyways, and then they have like there's a little video series with those characters. And
Okay.
they're so cute. So you just want to go and then buy all that stuff. And now they were only playing J-Hope music the whole entire time I was in there. They had all his characters, everything they had it set aside and made a nice little display of it. It was so cute.
That's all. And we were walking down the streets a few times, and Brigitte's eye for BTS was everywhere. Like we were across the street and through a window display. Like, there's Jimin. Oh, look, there's Jungkook. It's just this little cartoon. I'm like, where? She's like, look, the character.
It's like Christy when she goes into a Target. She susses out the whole place in a matter of 5 seconds.
Immediate. It was great. It was great for me though, because I wouldn't have noticed otherwise. So
Yeah.
then we're hanging out in Times Square. We went to the M&M store and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. And then we met up with, let's see, this is Alex and Sasij. Thank you. And their army, they were friends with John. Alex has her own channel, actually. And we had drinks at Margaritaville. Johnny's not in this picture. Maybe you were taking the picture. Maybe that's why you're not seeing him.
That's right.
So it's great
Good
hanging
old
out
Bones
with
Day.
them. And then we were in line. And when I say in line, it took me, what was it, 8.5 minutes to run around the entire building? Like
Oh,
eight and a
my
half
goodness.
minutes to like
I
half
don't know, but
sprint.
the line, we were about to move. We were not far down that line. And I was like, where's Richard? Where's Richard? Because he had my ticket on his phone. He had my ID. The man had everything. I was like, come back.
Well, I'm about
Look
halfway.
at that.
Dude, it just
Still going.
thousands and thousands.
Still
It was
going.
insane.
God, that level of fame is just that's next level.
It's crazy. So yeah, I was like about halfway through, and I was like, "Oh no, I better hurry. I feel like I'm gonna miss my window to get in this place."
Richard, we only
Still
have
going.
an hour and
So we got in, we got drinks. I'm still not sure how much we paid for the beer. They have some magical
you-
system.
Have you checked your
No, I have to do that still.
probably too much.
way too much?
Oh,
for sure.
$17.50 for like a 12-ounce.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a bargain. In Las Vegas, they were 21.
Yeah, that's
so
true. Actually, yes, it was
Wow.
under 20. It's a win.
Oh my goodness.
But you prepay $25. You go in, you take what you want, and then you leave. And if it's more than that, they charge you accordingly. But I should check. I don't know how much we
because-
actually paid.
There was no system that scanned what we had in hand, kind of.
It's magic.
So I don't know. Yeah, it's magic.
BTS
It is.
magic. We don't know what happened
Absolutely.
there.
So, sorry to interrupt. Just a comment that explained this well. So the
Yes.
characters, back to the line friends characters thing. So the characters, and I knew this, but forgot to mention it. It's called BT21. So, and BTS created these characters themselves in collaboration with Line Friends, and Line Friends is a Korean brand. So thank you for that.
Thank you for that
Yuki
clarity.
Mona or whatever, however I would
Yes.
read that. So,
Yes. And this beautiful young lady in the middle here is our very own latte lover with the spark of purple and a beautiful
Oh yeah,
purple dress. She was all decked out. She was
decked out in
perfect.
She looked just
She was wearing
Richard
the
and
Throga
I-
colors. The
Yeah,
fact that
exactly.
it aligned with BTS was just a coincidence, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm
So
glad
Richard
you were there
and
to
I-
keep you two in line.
yeah. Fashion-wise, we didn't stand a chance. Not with anybody. Not with her.
No.
We were just.
So Latte Lover's the one that hooked us up with the tickets to see the show. So it was so awesome to actually enjoy the show with her, which was fantastic. And let's see what's
Well,
the next
luckily
one.
I got to meet her in Vegas, so it wasn't
Yes, that's true.
a total.
Here's
like,
a couple
I was missing out
fans
on
we got to meet.
everything.
And how crazy was this? This was Rachel and I don't want to say the wrong name. Lisa.
You
Linda?
can't ask me. I wasn't there for the name part.
Anyway, ran into them before we got in. We got in. They're literally right next to us. Same row, same section. So like just small little worlds within small worlds. It's a lot of fun. Here, there's these girls were great. In the back, they're kind of like matching somewhat purple shirts. You can kind of see them a little bit. I'm trying to put my cursor around them. They yelled Throga, so I turned around and just tried to get a photo with them. And I'd like to say their names, but I don't know what they are. So if you're here, please acknowledge, say yourself.
Yeah, something with an M, but I couldn't understand the rest. I want to say Marley, but I'm absolutely not sure, so it's probably not that.
Yes. But please,
got
in
one
the
name.
comments after, let us know.
Please let us know if it was you.
And so here we are in our section. On the left is Kathy, Latte Lover's daughter, and then
Oh,
myself and
nice.
Brigitte. Yep, so we finally got to meet her. So much fun.
Oh yeah.
And had I known how much standing was about to ensue, I probably would have sat down to take this photo. Because of the four of us, I was clearly the oldest one there. Latte Lover's young at heart because she was sprung up on her feet, dancing the whole time. On the
Oh,
old man
yes.
go like, we're standing again. It was just a party for 2 hours. It was nuts.
Yep.
All right, so let's see. I think we're about to get into the show itself. Okay, here's the beautiful man. So the very beginning, I don't have, like I said, I have clips of a lot of things, a couple full-length songs that we're going to check out. So we're about to listen to everything. So Johnny, you can hear. And
Awesome.
I just want to say, excuse me, this setup in true BTS fashion, obviously I know this is just J-Hope, but the visual, the sound, you know, those like really just dramatic soundscapes, like you're about to see the most epic thing in your life, was
Let me guess,
delivered
top
once
notch.
again. They had an 11-day load-in. So he arrived 11 days beforehand. I think it was probably much longer than most of the other performances because it's the first in the North American tour and everything. So I'm sure that was
New
extended.
York City's a big show, yeah.
Yeah. But not just that, but just the first time set up for the tour here. But anyway, so I just got a little clip of the beginning just to give you a feel of the setup here.
Okay.
Just the suspense is just perfect.
I know. It is.
So it was way longer than that, but I just wanted to give you a teaser of that one. And
I
then
love
we're
the
gonna go
cinematic element that they bring to
it's just
all
it's
the
just
members bring.
so
It was
cool.
crazy. Yeah.
All right, so here is What If. First time coming out on stage here.
What if Johnny was there? But we'll never know. Look at that. There we go.
This whole vibe.
Bring the energy right away. Love it.
All right, so just a little clip of that one. That was just the start. What the camera does not capture is the sheer magnitude of decibels of screaming, not just from the woman from my immediate left, who's
I wonder who you were sat next
I'm not
to.
sure. I don't remember her name, but there was a whole lot of dancing and screaming. But not just her. At one point I typed on my phone real quick. I showed it to the latte lover. I said, for the first time in decades, I can hear out of my right ear. The sound was so great. I'm like, I think it's working. It was like, I clocked it at the highest moment of screams was 127 decibels. That's insane. Yes. Anyway, I will continue here.
Well, so if I stayed in New York, there was a chance I could have heard it from my house.
Yes. All right, Pandora's box. Oh, the attitude in this.
He really commands the stage.
Oh, he does.
Pandora is more, hanging out with the mind, jack to the wall.
just him up there too. I think it's
I
so
know.
powerful. I like having the production behind too, but
Yeah, well, obviously because the live musicians were just amazing. You're going to hear more of that
they're
as
fun.
this unfolds.
sure.
We have a lot more to watch here. I mean, their execution was just absolutely stellar. I mean, I don't know if these are like
what you'd
probably
expect.
studio musicians. They're that tier, and then just going on the road or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're understated. They're present, obviously. That's the feeling of everything is great. But it's like he doesn't need the backup dancers. He doesn't need the other six. I'm not saying we don't love the other six. I'm just saying is we've seen this with clips of
Don't
the
you break them up,
individuals.
Richard.
No.
Don't break them up.
We've seen all of them hold the stage on their own. I mean, that level of presence that each of them possesses is great. And to see this, experience this in person. And of course, J-Hope is he's the lead dancer, correct? I mean, that's kind of what he's, is he the lead dancer, or is that just what he's the most experienced coming into the group?
No, lead dancer, main dancer. I never know quite the difference. For me, it's lead dancer.
Okay. So maybe the term is a little off, but
Yeah. No, but
God,
and he's a choreographer too, and he's just so. I've been searching for the right word the whole entire week, and everything like that comes to mind that I've been repeating is he's just so cool. The energy he gave
I
off.
thought you were going to say dreamy, but cool works too.
Yeah, dreamy is sometimes, but like this whole thing was so cool,
Yeah, his clothes, his movements. I mean, because he goes from this really fluid, just kind of like chill thing, to, as you're going to see in a little bit, this full-on dance epic, and it's just exhausting watching. It's
Yeah,
just
and
crazy.
and to the way
Dance
like
leader. There we go.
and the way he started like the concert too, like kind of on a low pitch for his vocal range too. So it was so laid back and cool, and I'm sure he felt anything but. It was just like, oh yeah, I'm here. And I was like, yeah, you are.
To be
Everybody was
that.
screaming.
And
he
when
was
did
just
he
like,
get out? How recent was he out of military? Do you know offhand, or if you know in the
I
chat?
don't know I don't know the months exactly. Did he get out in May or June? In October, I think. I don't know the day.
So
Oh,
to do a world tour within months, really, even just within a year, is just
Yeah.
that shift, and to just like own that space after being in the military for so long. Just
I'm so curious what the military influence has brought to his music at his stage show and everything about him as a performer. That could be
That's
maybe
a good
nothing,
point,
but
yeah.
maybe a lot of stuff. Who knows?
yeah,
He-
there you go.
I heard he's
October.
even more jacked now.
He definitely stayed in
That's-
shape. There's
Yes.
no question about that.
And talking about back to the energy he has on stage and how he commands the stage presence.
Thank you, guys. It was October, yeah.
So there is, like Army keeps saying, it's what I've always seen. If you go to a BTS concert, it doesn't matter how your bias is, you leave and it's J-Hope because just his stage presence. And I
Right.
was like, I can see where that would come from.
Interesting.
It's just very, yeah.
Yeah. All right, next up. Arson. I like this song. I remember
love
reacting to
this
this one
song.
before. Oh, moves so quick. Two things I want to point out. One, this drummer. Oh my god, just those the crazy fills that are so clean, and the timing of them. It's like a counter rhythm to the 4/4 time that's underneath it. Just brilliant. And what J-Hope's doing here, when in a lot of concerts, you're going to hear layered tracks, like something that they pre-recorded, and you hear that here. You have parts of the song that he pre-recorded, and then he's singing live. A lot of times, when a singer performs with the pre-recorded track, it's really obvious. Like, oh, that was pre-recorded and tweaked or whatever, and then this is their live. You can't tell with him. It's like, unless the mic is at his mouth, it's like, it sounds the same. So, like, the tonal delivery, the timing, the consistency is just, it's actually really, really solid.
Yeah. Man, I'm hyped up already. That's just the second song.
That's the thing. It was a party for 2 hours straight.
Yeah.
It
Was 2 hours? It was a 2-hour show?
Yeah.
2:15, yeah.
A lot of energy.
Yeah.
No one's counting.
No one's counting, but I looked at the clock specifically for that.
So listen to these fills here. I mean, that is not a normal fill. It's just brilliant.
Yeah, and it's still just out there. It's just... I love that. Were you all given those little glow stick things?
No! I don't know how people even got them. Do we know?
What? Sorry.
Those little glow.
Oh, the army
bulbs?
bombs. Glow sticks.
Army bombs.
Yeah.
Army bombs.
So
That's
most
a
people
cool
have-
title.
Yeah, so light sticks are a thing in K-pop. So every group or every artist will have one, but no BTS members use the army bomb, which is the BTS light stick. So most people will have them in advance. I don't know. Has somebody in the chat was somebody at the merch table? Did they sell them there? Because I didn't
We didn't see
any.
them. We did look.
But I did see people with their army bombs still in the box. So I'm wondering if they sold them out.
Oh, maybe.
But maybe people are just bringing them that way because you don't want to break them. I don't know.
Or the day before.
But yeah, I don't have
yeah,
one, so I didn't bring one, and obviously there were none available at the merch shop, which I still don't know if I would have gotten one because those things are they have a price, but still it's so fun.
You were able to buy them there. They were gone by the time we were at the merch table. Then they were definitely not there at that time.
Yeah,
So.
and we got in 6 minutes after the doors opened, so that was quick. But the thing is the merch sale was open like from the 12th. I think the merch tables you could access them for
So you can go
a couple
there
days
beforehand.
Yeah. Mhm.
Or you order them in advance online. Ah, okay.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Yeah, most people buy theirs online. Yeah.
That makes sense. All right, next is Stop. Just the way he moves. That's where the cool factor
It
is.
is so cool. Yeah.
See?
It's loose and tight at the same time. Like live.
Love that grit.
Love the rhythmic element.
I know. That rhythmic element that you're just pointing out.
Yeah.
It's like triplets and paradiddles and like all these like
yeah, it's like a
different-
drummer. It's like a marching snare drummer.
You have to have a
Vocalize.
percussive mindset. I wonder if that comes from, or I'm sure it overlaps just his ability to dance so well. I mean, obviously his sense of rhythm is just next level, but then
Right.
to articulate that too is awesome. And I'm also noticing now, and I wasn't thinking about this until just hearing this back, for how much he uses that gritty tone, the growl, the snarly kind of sound, and then even at the end of the show to keep flipping back to a clear tone just shows his balance. So he's pushing to get the sound, but not so much that it's abusive to the folds in the sense that they're not over swelling. So he's able to do this night after night after night. So that intentional imbalance that he uses to create, or its attention really, and not get fatigued shows his skill sets as a vocalist to be able to maintain that.
Oh, yeah,
So,
absolutely.
yeah, really well done.
Yeah, and make no mistake about it. Even though he's not, at least in these first few songs, not singing per se, it's still there's technique that definitely has to take place.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to point that out, because the whole concert, there's really no like song like held out long legato parts like that he
Melody
might layer
stuff, yeah.
in with, when he's with the group.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still, you're still a vocalist. You're still maintaining
Oh, yeah.
a pitch specific intention, rhythm, air pressure, tonal storytelling elements, all that's in place.
Right.
When he does his rap, but like I always perceive it as particularly melodic, like more than the other two rappers have to go, so more than Suga and RM. So I like that about him because it's so different from what I know from rap from before. So I really like that about him. There's so much movement and pitch in his rap still.
Yes. And it's one of the reasons why I'm now open to even listening to rap, let alone going to a rap concert, which never thought in my life I ever would have actually wanted to go. It's one of those things where like I would have had to been dragged there, and now I was just like, I'm in line with 19,000 people, like, let's go. Like, I want to get in. So it's just crazy.
Oh, Richard, real quick, we'll have to have a question. What is a paradiddle?
A paradiddle is a specific pattern. It's right, left, right, left, right, left. So
Yeah,
has
stick
kind of
technique,
a certain flow to it. So if you're singing certain syllables, you might accent like the right, left, right, left, right, left. So those accents give it a paradiddle feeling, even though it's still just 16 notes going forward.
This sounded like George of the Jungle.
Another favorite.
Even the contrast between his backup dancers that are just walking around and he's being more animated.
It's
that's pretty
cool, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
it just
I like the juxtaposition there.
he had. I mean, does anybody know? Did he choreograph the entire show? We know he can, but I don't know if that was like a collaboration
Sure,
with
he's
maybe
got
some
his
of the other
hand in it at
dancers.
least, I would imagine.
Yeah. I'm just curious.
but- yeah.
It was, just visually everything was really well done.
살아 숨쉬는 것 같아. Bring it on. Bring it on.
This might be one of my favorite hooks musically. There she is, rock it out.
She's still recovering, I feel like.
I'm actually surprised my voice stayed.
So you know how to apply the Throga technique when needed. You know how to focus on flexibility, maintain responsiveness of the folds. Well done.
Responsiveness of the folds.
It's a term.
It is.
Yeah.
I love
Listen to
that
that
pyramid.
roar.
Again, I can't even imagine being there live here. This
Oh,
probably was just
It's
massive.
you can't turn these up enough.
Yeah.
No, we are grateful for the quality of sound from Westone Audio.
No, you definitely are. I do love these things so much.
Ah, so good. Yeah, all the way through. Let's keep going here in the next one. On the street. Oh, that I love those textures. His outfit changes too. I mean, he made all of them just cool. There's just like a swagger to him.
Man has style for sure.
Every time I move, as always for us. Every time
That top line.
every time I love, every time I home, as always for us. I gotta see it. Every time I walk, every time I walk, every time I work, every time I work, every time I move, every time I move, as always for us, as always for us. Every time I love, every time I love, every time I love, every time I love, every time
Betty dropping down.
Yeah, it just had like a butterfly feel to it. To me, my eyes.
Yeah. Well, those little butterflies.
Wait, they are?
Did you not see
They
that?
were no.
That was butterflies.
I'm like, well, I like how this has a really butterfly effect to it. Because it was, apparently.
He's so perceptive.
Yeah.
So perceptive. Hey, my focus was on that beautiful man on stage dancing.
That's right.
I had my priorities straight.
Mhm.
That is true.
Lock, unlock.
Oh, that dancer was cute.
Totally different dancing here too.
Yes. His versatility in movement is incredible. Clear, like a breathy, spending air, totally different here.
He just never stops moving. Not for a second.
Yeah, I'm just impressed. It's not like,
That's a fun
yes,
song.
you are. Da, da, da. I'd be like gasping
frozen.
for Johnny, great freeze frame.
Oh.
But I would be I mean, just oh my goodness, the movement, the flow, the responsiveness of all the muscles around his rib cage. And to have, because he's, I don't want to say he's jacked, but obviously he's extremely fit. So he's
In
got
good shape,
low body fat, all that stuff. So his muscle tone is so well refined, in his entire thoracic cavity and abdominal region. To have it also loose Shut up. To also have it loose enough
Thoracic cavity.
to have the
Anyway,
muscles
continue.
there that strong and still be that flexible to move like that and manage air pressure as with the intentional sound without overspending the oxygen. It's so impressive to me.
Mm.
What would you call it? That's the proper term.
I don't know. I'm just picturing dinosaurs in my mind every time you say that.
Not Jurassic cavity.
I know. Close enough.
That's not me.
I know. You know what's crazy about that scream that we just heard that you're going to hear a lot more of? She was in front of us over several spots.
Yeah.
And her lung capacity and projection was, I high-fived her after. I was just like, that was amazing. The fact that I could hear you out of 90,000 people and you're not on my left side, she's on my right side.
And down a couple seats too.
I know.
Yeah, it was great.
Whew.
Yeah, I'm not a dance expert at all. What I wonder what that style of dance is, because it's totally different from more the hip hop sort of lock and pop, kind of lazy swag.
Yeah,
It's almost like Michael Jackson from The Wiz or something. It's just got like a little bit of that
influence
I
or
don't even know what
something.
that's
Yeah, I don't know the
Yeah.
terminology at all for this. Other
We're
than
the wrong
just
channel for that. I'm sorry.
wrong channel for that, but clearly we appreciate
Go somewhere
it.
else.
I mean,
We love it.
I'm moving into the next song.
Yeah, I love the tandem vibe too. It just gives another
Yeah.
dimension to it.
And for
Or-
those of you who have been to these shows or watched, not necessarily reactions, but other people have recorded the entire thing. The transitions between the songs, which I don't have for you, Johnny, unfortunately, but sometimes you have things on the monitor and just kind of like that would be like his costume change, so to speak, and then transition of
VCR.
mood and everything. It was just really
Yeah.
well done throughout the whole thing.
That's a great thing. There's never any filler. The whole thing is it's a production. There's
Yeah.
never down
No.
moments.
But I think there was only like 2 or was it 3 of the transitions that were like with VCR.
I'm going
The
to
rest
say
of the time you
3
would just
because
go, 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 go.
I feel like there was
Yeah.
3 times I was allowed to sit down for 6 to 7 seconds. Then we had to pop. And I say we
Yeah.
had to because I wouldn't be able to see otherwise because everybody else. But, the old man in me is like, ugh, again. And then once I'm standing, I'm like, yes. So it's like that transition there.
Yeah.
That's called locking. Okay.
Okay.
Stroke a move.
House dance. Okay.
So he's kind of wearing boots, isn't he? That can't be conducive to dancing. He's making it work.
Doesn't slow him down.
No. I like this vibe a lot, musically. Kind of got some throwback 90s.
Yeah. went through the whole thing. I wonder. This is a great hook here.
Yep.
Me too.
Yes.
Okay, Series 3, house locking and freestyle. Thank you.
Okay.
Just to feel good. Yeah. Brigitte, I love you, but you're trying to talk to me.
I remember, so I was like, that was
Like,
this though.
Whether it didn't matter if it's my good ear or bad ear, is irrelevant. I'm still not sure what you said, but I just
Okay,
remember
so,
doing
yeah.
this. Like, okay, I'm gonna go back to J-Hope now.
So what I was trying to tell you is the song that you cut that part out, but the I wonder, 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 wonder where we go. That's Jungkook. So this song is him featuring Jungkook.
Oh, I gotcha.
Okay.
See,
But
now
anyways.
I understand what you were saying. Thank you for that.
Right. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm never talking to you at a concert again. I didn't know it was that loud.
It was so loud.
Didn't understand a word.
I love the flow so far. I love, obviously the first part of it's really hyped up, really just
Yeah,
super
he came in
epic,
attacking.
energy. You just makes you want to run around the building, and then it kind of settles down, but still fun. I mean, the fun factor is always there, but it gets a little more melodic.
Yes.
a
No,
little more
it was.
introspective. I like it.
If I had to just sum it up in a single word, it would be party. It was just like that feeling.
Yeah.
Even when he was chill and laid back, you still couldn't not
fun,
move.
yeah.
Right? There was just this bounce that was constantly taking place.
Mm-hmm. He really can move on stage.
Oh,
even when he's not dancing per se, it's just everything
So
is
fluid.
fluid, yeah. And cool, like Brigitte said.
Just
Stage.
so much fun all the way through that.
Yeah, I've been looking at the stage, Zero SWAT. Is there something in particular? I mean, it's
What's that?
awesome. I was Jiro SWAT asked me if I'd noticed the stage. I've been looking at it. I mean, the whole stage design is amazing. Is there
Just the
something
way
in
it's
particular?
moving and everything. Yeah.
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 All right, this is Sweet Dreams.
Darling,
Oh, reminded me of Panic. Okay. Reminded you of Panic.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
And when I never get to sleep tonight, I'll give you everything you need tonight. This kind of love I guarantee for life. Dreams gonna be sweet tonight. Sweet dreams come after hours. Nothing lasts all around. You should never sleep alone. Sleep alone. Alright. You ready?
Such ease with his footwork
Yeah, totally.
and singing perfectly on top. Timing, pitch, all of it. I mean, that young lady could be in a metal band. I think she can rival Ginger and it's just there.
Good Lord.
I was ready to as much as I rewarded her with a high five at the end, I was also half inclined to give her some advice to like, do you want to be able to speak tomorrow?
Do some lip trills.
Just there's a couple of techniques. Let's not bleed from the throat. We don't need a hemorrhage.
Right. Yep.
But I get it. I mean, you just like, possessed in the moment to give it everything you have. It was great. Okay, Johnny, the next song is Mona Lisa. So we're going to hear the whole song. And because my clip wasn't great, I was so far away, Brigitte found me a clip from someone else's site. So we get a better close-up of his dancing and singing just for this next one. So thank you to that person. Their handle is right in the center there, so you'll be able to see it. And what was crazy to me is that this song was first heard the night before. So 24 hours later, 19,000 people, except for me, knew all of the lyrics. Like, everybody's singing this song. I'm like, how did anybody know this?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'd seen on like people had seen the prompters, and from just different angles, whatever lyrics they couldn't understand, they would put together from the prompters on different videos. So the whole thing was already somewhere up on Twitter. I checked it. So cool. Like, people are doing their jobs.
I mean, amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So they were responding to this song as if this was like his number one hit 10 years ago. It was just wild to experience.
Yeah, I saw it the night before on John Reeves's story. He had a story up. All of a sudden was like, new song just dropped. And I was like, what's happening? I texted him. He was like, I know. So this song comes out tomorrow. If I'm not like, it's not on any streaming services yet.
The studio version.
The studio or it comes out like tomorrow, I think. But he dropped it at the first US concert, like did it live all of a sudden, and everybody was just like, what is going on?
Like, in shock. That's so cool.
Yeah, I've seen legendary artists performance before where they perform a song that's decades old that maybe wasn't a hit and nobody in the crowd knows it. I mean, that's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, we just had coffee come in, Johnny. Who I didn't catch who it was.
Oh, yes. Joy. Oh, Joy Robinson. Here's to you,
Joy.
Mrs. Robinson. 1 cup each. Love seeing the three of you together. I like us being together too. It's fun.
Thank you very much.
It is.
All right, here we go.
Well, apparently we were in the baby making music portion of the show.
I was just gonna say the song feel wise and everything just has just like totally like just that swanky swagger lyric design, everything like that.
Yeah, and his move, like too, you already said this, but his move, specifically at the beginning of the song, his movements are so big, as in like there's some big action going on with the whole body, and the vocals are so stable through that you don't hear. I was just like, it's
Yeah,
it's
just
really cool.
so well done.
And a totally different style of dancing. I mean, it was definitely more just lock and pop, and then this is just like free flowing. Yeah.
As you would say, Johnny,
going
very
crazy.
hip.
Very.
There's definitely a Johnny saying with it.
I don't know where I picked that up, but I haven't been able to
And
get rid of
J-Hope's
it.
hips don't lie. Just throwing that on top
No,
of it.
they do not.
They don't.
Just still.
That's right.
What, there was a girl that fainted after he touched her hand. Beatlemania.
He's just total control over the song and the audience, the interaction. My only complaint in that entire segment is he didn't go back nearly far enough into the stadium because we're back in section 19 and he didn't even come close. So
Yeah.
Missed us.
yeah, his loss.
No, the way the whole show is laid out, I mean, just those little moments, those little crowd participation moments. He's just him and his team are just masters of putting on a show, and just the right moments, the right flow. It's just great. I love it.
Throughout the whole thing, there's such a level of comfort. I mean, how many years has he been doing this at this point? I mean, you think back to
10 and more.
yeah. So it's just you get to a stage of just trust. I mean, I'm sure there's still nerves and energy and excitement, like all those things coursing through your body, no matter how successful or how much experience you have. But to still play it cool and to truly sell it and just be in that present in the moment is just. I mean, that's just that's a skill in and of itself.
They debuted in 2013, so it's closer to 12 years now. They've been doing this on stage, but still. So much, I don't know. He's cool, is what I said, and
he really is. He really is.
I found the word. I'm sticking to it.
Yeah. I mean, this is the most extended viewing I've ever had of him.
Yeah, because we've just seen these little clips are mixed in,
and it's really when you see everything in succession, it's like wow. I mean, I knew he could move before. Now it's even more apparent how fluid he is, how versatile he is.
Mm-hmm.
He's
here we are
a
with
performer.
Bass Live. I apologize for the camera work. I believe someone was nudging my left arm as I was trying to.
That's rude.
It is so rude. The person dancing next to me didn't care about me at all. Francesca.
Me too, Francesca. Not that I had a choice, but
That low position there. Again, just to comment on the rapping here is that you've got that. I mean, he's low with, it's not vocal fry, but the low end of the chest voice, and then jumping up the octave with that slightly grit. You know, those jumps, the precision, accuracy with that goes to show this. It's more of a melodic rap versus just pure conversational. And I say just because it just leans more towards my taste, my background of preferring melody, sustained intentional pitch over an unintentional pitch, or say a pitch, non-specific pitch intention. I don't know, however I'm going to phrase it. So this mix back and forth, to me, I think was a necessary part of the process of this gateway for me to enjoy rap as a whole, because it was like something familiar and that I knew and understood and can identify with, and then it kind of like bleeding into that space. That was kind of like the portal, is examples like that. So
yeah, no, I mean, the three rappers of BTS all have their own thing that I equally enjoy. I love that aspect about J-Hope, and then also the just the fun factor. He really, from the start, I remember when we sort of did check them out back to back to back. Actually, I think we did all 7, and just hearing their different styles of rap. That's one thing that was struck me, was just how fun his stuff was. That he brings the party
for sure.
Absolutely.
It's a good clip at the end of it. All right, what is next? We have HANGSANG.
Oh, HANGSANG.
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 What does that mean? HANGSANG.
Always. I think it means always. My Korean, please don't fail me. Yeah, it means always.
Well, since I thought it was HANGSANG, I'm pretty sure we're gonna lead in your direction. It is always cool.
A little more hypnotic here.
That's a good way to describe it. No,
couldn't make it, unfortunately. Scheduling conflict. Wounds are still fresh, though. Looks like it was so much fun.
Yes. Yeah, that was a fun song. Hypnotic is a great way to describe that. Airplane. It's got a clip of this. Different tonal shape there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we go to Airplane 2. Nice. So was one, I think you told me one was a BTS song versus J-Hope. Am I remembering that correctly?
Yeah, J-Hope has Airplane is his song, and BTS did Airplane Part 2.
Oh, so he released that independently, and then gotcha. Okay, cool.
I love how they connect the solo.
I know.
They don't have to do that.
Intertwined. No.
Yeah, it's so.
Yeah, there's more songs like that.
Yeah.
So there's "Set Me Free" by Suga, as well, August D,
right.
And then there's "Set Me Free" Part 2 by Jimin later.
So yeah, I think we watched "Set Me Free" Part 2 first. I remember that title, and I didn't realize that was in response to the independent release. That's cool.
Yeah, the fact that as a group they're so, and individually they're just so humble. Because I mean, if you were J-Hope and you were in front of that many people, I mean, and they just loved you, I mean, it's just such an easy thing to be like, I don't need anybody. I can just do this, you know?
Yeah.
But the fact that they always come back together and they're always helping each other out, I think is amazing.
It's beautiful.
It's so rare. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. April 2. Thank you, Maui.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness. All right, we'll address that in a second. I love that line. Just that. I can't. Like, there's no way I could make that cool.
Yeah, you don't look as cool. Sorry.
There's just there's no hope. There's no hope for me. It's all J-Hope.
You really have to have an X factor to pull off a lot of this stuff.
So our hope is not a thing, only J-Hope. It's really what it comes down to. Latte Lover showed up with some coffees. I couldn't read what she said.
Yeah, so about 30 coffees, which usually there's a meaning behind the number. I don't know what that meaning is. Do you guys know offhand what, or is it maybe it's just a random? I don't know. But she goes, Richard Party, Brigitte, cool. Johnny, slave of duty. We miss you. I miss you guys too. Oh my goodness, it's making me miss you more.
Oh, that's great. Thank you very much.
Yes,
as always.
Yeah, thank you.
What do you got? So I didn't have all of the songs. Like I had a handful of the full songs and then several clips, right? And we were like, okay, we have to condense this a little bit, try to fit it all in one show. I just saved the note I got from Brigitte. Where is it?
Right.
So
context.
in bold. In context is I asked just, hey, can you help me like trim a couple of these, because just for flow, or I didn't have the whole song, so is it better to show come in halfway or the ending? Just getting her feedback, right? And the only thing written in this one in bold was, if you cut mic drop, I'm literally leaving your channel.
My goodness.
It is here in its entirety. We don't want you to go anywhere. We have the whole song. The threat
the
was
rest,
real.
I was cutthroat with the rest. I did a good job. I cut 15 minutes or more for you. Like, it hurt.
It was very
me,
difficult. I know.
Brigitte is such a kind and sweet soul, but you do not mess with her BTS.
And I like this song too. So it was just hysterical though.
So this is a BTS song for
yes.
Yeah, you know that. So good.
All right, here we go. For the record, I knew it started with RM and I knew it ended with BTS. So I'm slowly learning the chant. And then from there, it is their names in order of age. That's the sequence. So,
okay.
All right, I'm getting there.
Army is next level, man.
Always. He's even laughing. He heard that.
Yeah, this is a banger.
Yeah, it is.
Drum fills are crazy.
So well done. Great song, great delivery. That's happy to watch that whole thing for sure.
Let's just stay.
What was that? Sorry.
And now Brigitte will stay. That's good.
Yes.
Double win.
But did I leave the note because for Silver Spoon I was like, same note as the song above,
You
but
made some
I'll
reference
forgive
to
you.
it. Yes. there was some
Because I
permissions.
understood, like mic drop was a little bit more important, but I felt like Silver Spoon could not be cut, but we had to. So, but I'm staying.
Yes. So please don't abandon ship.
Bye.
There you go. You know, just pause it real quick. The great dancers are the ones that dance with their face too. As silly as that sounds, just their facial expressions, just all of it, because they're so connected. It just shows up head to toe, as opposed to sometimes you can see people concentrating or glancing at their blocking of where they need to be next. Or there's not a hint of any of that. I mean, he is just center stage, owning the stage. Like every cell in his body is connected in all of the
you
movement.
can feel that. You can definitely
Really
feel
shows up. Nice. It was such ease and fun.
J-Hope's hips are national treasures. Of both of them.
There's Disease. What's that, in case everybody missed it? Clever staging again, because of all those independent lifts. I mean that's what made like that cool like little floaty red thing at the beginning take place. But like in there, everything's got screen base with like TV screens at different tiers, or then just solo in the center. Just cleverly designed throughout that. It just makes it so malleable in terms of how he wants to tell a story within each song. So,
yep, just not a weak point in this at all.
No. None. another dance feel completely.
Yeah, and images on the screen too that are superimposed on top.
Such great screen. Towards the end, it was even.
Yeah. Yep, starting to pick up the energy again towards the end.
Yep.
You know that man.
And then it just kind of. And like to your point, you're saying that the energy keeps building up, and it is there. And here's a great example of a song that he could have just kept it that singular energy, and it would have worked. It's just kind of like a party hype, kind of a hype feel.
You need the peaks and valleys.
Yeah,
but even going back to what you said, the energy never drops. It's just a different
it's still
kind
present.
of energy.
Yes.
Yeah, like this is more of a little bit more of the manic energy, a little bit more fast paced. But every song is.
And then you just kind of float there for a little bit, and then it just picks. Yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah, the flow is just right on.
Mm-hmm. Daydream. Oh, the movement. Again, the flow in that one too. It's just nonstop. All right, Chicken Little Soup. We've seen this one. Talk about party. Just a great hook. Look at that dancing.
I love how big the screens are too. They take up the whole back wall. I love the visual.
And the whole
Such a
song
fun
was like
song.
that. That non-stop dancing and moving, everything else. Oh, wait.
This has been Hope on the stage. I want to say, I'm your Hope. You're my Hope. Guys, ready?
127 decibels, right there. It's just insane, the energy. So cool. I'm going into Hope World.
The visuals here are so cool on the screen.
Oh yeah. It's like a 70s psychedelic kind of thing. All the way through.
Still moving.
This goes into the
cool.
band. Yeah.
So, let me introduce my band.
These guys are amazing. It's kind of woven into
Okay, first, keyboard.
J.O. World.
And music guitar and guitar. Awesome.
All just monster players.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And that's bass. Man.
There's parties happening everywhere around me. You can hear them.
It's a celebration.
On, aka Hot Pocket.
My bias.
Ridiculous. Seriously.
Oh,
Wow.
I love it.
Thanks for being here today. And I just want to say, 안녕.
There's one more song, right?
Encore?
I mean,
The encore was 2 or 3 minutes.
okay, yeah.
We still
So,
have songs.
so it keeps going on. J-O. Here we go. Yes, equal sign. That's right. I couldn't remember what was
Love
next.
this song.
The fake last song. Yeah. It was a lie.
What a lie.
Great job. Cool head voice tone in that. Just a positive message piece throughout. I love that he
Yep.
has those types of songs mixed into this. I think it's an
Absolutely.
extension of himself, but
When I said I do, future. 이전 내 스스로 정할 수도 난 정할 수도 없는 게 다가올수록 무섭기도 너무 뛰기도 어려운 게 You must go with the flow 그저 흐르는 대로 가보자고 필요해 보여 나에게도 용기와 믿음으로 희망의 건 Hands up Future slow 단정을 slow 다가올수록 무섭기도 넘어키기도 어려운 걸 Man, you must go with the flow 저 흐르는 대로 가보자고 필요해 보여 나에게도 여기와 니들로 희망이 go future future
It's a fun song too.
Thank you, Brooklyn.
I mean, that was the beauty of it, is songs like that mixed in with a lot, because that didn't have like the hype feel to it, but it just, as we're coming to a close, you just have this like feel good, just
It's sort of celebratory.
It
Just
is.
we got through it. Let's celebrate.
yeah. And the
we
melody,
started-
like all the little earworms mixed in with it melodically, that's there. And
Mhm.
again, him still at the end of that insanity for 2 hours of jumping around, to have the wits about him on just a physical level, let alone that connection storytelling thing, is like you can't not be impressed.
Oh no, I'm sure having tens of thousands of people cheering you on
That probably
helps the
helped.
adrenaline helps push you through it. But still, not to take anything away from his stamina.
Of course. You were gonna say Brigitte?
Oh no, just that the last song too. It's such a he involved it, like the next one, which is I think the final song.
Yeah.
He involves the crowd and singing along, and the messaging in these last few songs really. It's just let's end this on a high note. I have to go, but kind of
Right.
it's all these. It's Equal Sign, it's Neuron, and all these great songs that have this message. That he also said in an interview. He was on Fallon, on the Tonight Show with Fallon at the beginning of that week, and he said like the concert, because they asked him, he was like, what is the concert going to be? And he was like, well, it's going to be the name. It's going to be Hope on the Stage. That's what it's going to be.
I love
It's
that.
going to be me. And then it was. So
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Before I forget to say it, yes, the song choices in the sequence of songs were just really well thought out. So not for me, not knowing what came from what era or whatever, there's a handful of songs that we had heard before, but I don't know the timelines because I'm it's still just a teeny tiny baby army that it's just I don't have that information. But you didn't need it to still feel a sense of flow through all of it. So it's just really well crafted as far as that goes.
Guys, let's sing it together.
More spin.
Thanks, Leia.
Thank you, Delea. Glad you enjoyed it. Yes. It's such a powerful thing.
Yeah, great way to end the show.
Community singing is it is truly such a wonderful energy, regardless of the actual artist or performer or genre or whatever. That's such a powerful feeling and vibration when everybody is in the same space, especially with the positive energy. That's just you just, after this concert, Brigitte and I were like, oh, let's go get a nightcap. We could not find, I just remembering this now. So Latte
We're in the
Lover
heart.
and her daughter went to bed. It was late, obviously. And normally I'm a in my pajamas at by dinner time at the latest and ready to
close.
crash. The
Pretty
energy from this, I thought I was going to be exhausted, and I was to a degree. And then we get back into the city because we were in Brooklyn. We took the subway back, and like, oh, let's go find a beer. There's a couple places right across the street. No,
Yeah.
how many blocks later do we find?
I think we walked 5 blocks.
In New
It
York
took us.
City?
We're in the middle
we
of
could get
Manhattan.
whiskey
Like,
and pizza and subs. We could get
nobody
everything
had
but beer.
We were just like, this city's not even trying to convince us to stay because like they can't make getting a beer this hard.
Oh my god!
We finally
That's
found
shocking.
some, and we hung out in the lobby of the hotel till 2 a.m.
Which
just
was
chatting
not a
away.
wise
Yeah.
thing to do.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's
With that
just
much
your-
energy and hype, I mean, it's like how could you
exactly.
just, I don't know how
Yeah.
Latte did it. Yeah.
And then the next day, I just want to show one more image here.
We met Francesca.
Francesca is in the chat. So I'm on the far left, then Francesca, then her daughter Sophie, and of course Brigitte, Latte, and Kathy. And then unfortunately Francesca wasn't at the performance because she's also Army, but the timing didn't work out. But it was so cool to actually get together with another Thronely Diamond member. All of us there together except who is? Oh, I think
who's
Johnny. Were
missing?
you taking the picture again?
I was
Is that what
I
happened?
was there. I was taking the picture. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah. Oh, you
Oh
guys!
my
I'm
goodness.
so happy for you.
Well, I'm happy
happy.
to relive this and share it with you, Johnny.
Yeah.
This was so much
No, this
fun.
was great. I am very excited that you guys got to see that live, and thank you for sharing that with me. That was
Of course.
obviously not like being at the real thing, but I'm so glad I saw that. That was awesome.
And Latte, again, thank you for
Thank
the
you.
coffees today, but for the tickets that you got us and that invitation was
Absolutely.
just warm and welcoming, and we appreciate that. The channel welcomes that. And I'm afraid to say that is it for today. Thank you, everybody. Oh, what did I tell you? You disappeared. I don't have you in this.
That's fine.
Oh,
No, it's not.
she's taking the picture.
It's your turn to take the picture.
I'm filming.
Thank you, everybody, for your support, the coffees, the love, the likes, the comments, the shares. All that helps this to be seen by more people. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you to particularly for our Thronely members here, our Gold and Diamond members. And that was amazing. We hope you enjoyed today's show, and we will see you again in the future. Bye for now. You're back on
See
screen.
you guys. See you, cuz. See ya.
Surprise.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Have a great day.
All right.